I love value for money, which is why today I'll be attempting to make a profit from a business class flight.
You see, business class flights are luxurious, well pampered, and damn expensive. But I want to know, do you actually get what you pay for?
Now, I tried doing this with an all-inclusive holiday, but today this is going to be 10 times harder, okay? Because I've paid quite a bit for the ticket, and you don't really have that much time in the lounge and on the flight to recuperate that value. So it's one of the more tricky challenges, this one that I've done. I literally have 7 hours to try and somehow make this value for money. I paid £833 for this ticket. An economy ticket is £185, so take one away from the other, and basically it's £648 for the business classness. So that's the amount that I've got to recuperate in 3 hours of a lounge, 4 hours of a flight. I'm gonna need a lot of champagne, aren't I? Also, by the way, I have sort of starved myself this morning. I barely had anything to eat so far this morning, so I am very hungry. I've done it deliberately because I need to have room to consume. Now, I'm going to be flying with Turkish Airlines. Never flown with them before, I don't think. It was supposed to be a really nice plane and that kind of thing, and it was going to be a nice little booze and stuff, and then they changed the plane late on to a less nice one that's not a private booth. Anyway, I'm going to go head through security. We've got fast track, thankfully, I think.
Okay, I can see the words fast track. I like the sound of that. Better be damn fast. How much is fast track? Can you see that? Fast track at Heathrow Airport Terminal 2 costs £12.50 per person. We're off to a flying start. That's £12.50 wiped off, because that is part of what you pay for. Knock £12.50 off. I assume I'm invited. I don't know. It says it on the ticket, so near enough of an invite, isn't it? This will never not be word to me, by the way. Fast track saved me approximately 4 minutes. Barely anybody here at Heathrow. I mean, it's a midweek flight, so fast track not really necessary, but I'll take it. Straight through security, no waiting round. I love that. Okay, so now let's find where the hell this lounge is and assume that I can just waltz in. Alright, okay, I can see the word lounges. I like the sound of that. I think it might be the Plaza Premium Lounge. I don't actually know. This might be the first time in my entire life where I've actually wanted a flight delay. It just gives me maximum amount of time possible to get my money's worth. Okay, this looks alright. I'm assuming this is one I'm allowed to go in. Well, that's embarrassing. I can't go into that one. I googled it, it said I could go into that one, but apparently you can't. It's the Lufthansa one that I can go into, so I've got to go upstairs again. I tell you this is hard. It's hard life, this, isn't it? It's a hard life. We're in the wrong bloody lounge. I've got myself a Prosecco. We're going to class this as restaurant prices. Okay, so how much is Prosecco? It looks like a fancy bottle. I'm going to say 10 quid. I've also had wraps. They were quite small. And I've also had pesto pasta, which was pretty good. Pesto pasta, 12 quid. Restaurant prices. Remember, restaurant prices. As for the wraps, we'll call it 3 quid for the two of them. They were small. The cheesecake was also very impressive. I'm pretty pleased with that. We'll call that 3 quid. Okay, so I found somewhere else to sit now. This, I think, is almost like a soundproof booth. I've got myself another plate of food. Let's knock another 12 quid off. This time it's pesto pasta plus vegetables plus potatoes. Okay, so we've already consumed £52.50 worth of stuff, which leaves us with £595.50 to go. Better get eating. I think I'm in here for another hour and a half. We do have a lot of time, to be fair. Plus food on the flight, plus drinks on the flight. We might be able to do it. Also, I was a bit worried about the food options when I first walked in. I saw some small wraps, little jelly bear things, Haribo bears, pretzels. I thought, oh God. Then I went a bit further on, there is some hot food. There's not a huge spread, it's not amazing. Then I saw the booze, and there was a lot of different booze options. There's more booze options than food. Why? Anyway, I'm gonna shove this down me. That's some good potatoes. Time for a second glass. It's quite gassy. And there is glass number 2. Another £10 glass of water, £1, and a Jaffa cookie, £1. Gotta say, I had to get the water in because this Prosecco is pretty strong. It's the proper stuff, this. Yummy. This Jaffa cookie, I've gotta say, bloody brilliant. Soft and gooey inside. Another £12 spent with this round. We're really going to have to pull something out the bag here. This is going to be tricky. We might be fighting a lost battle here, to be honest, but we're going to keep going. We may get to the point where we're not allowed to board because we've had too much alcohol, but we're going to keep going. God, this is awful. Also, can we talk about the fact that even in the business class lounge, there's still another level to things. There is a senator's lounge. That's like another lounge, another upgrade. Why has everything got like another thing? Why can't you ever just have like the thing? Why is there now like an even more exclusive? There's not just VIP, there's VVIP. No, VVIP. That makes more sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm already in the business class lounge. There's an extra upgrade, is there, for a different lounge. This one's quite good, though, in terms of seating. Not so great in terms of food. Do I go get more pesto pasta? Oh, I'm struggling after 2 Prosecco. I've not even had 2. Literally 1.5. It's very gassy. Okay, they have updated the food options. There's different food. They have got a pulled chicken, or was it pulled pork? I'm not quite sure. But it's basically like a broken down fajita. They also had fajita wraps as well if you wanted to actually make your own fajitas. I'm not faffing around with that. Knock another 12 quid off right now. This is my 3rd plate. Okay, I want a 4th. I want a 5th. This is what we do. Got 500 quid to go here. Also, can we just talk about the fact that there's kids in the business class lounge? Who's bringing their kids firstly into business class, then into a business class lounge? Can we not? Ban them. Ban them. Just put them in with the luggage. Honestly, it does my head in. I'm there to have a nice experience, and you've got mini people that are 3 years old causing a riot. First world problems, business class problems, but still annoying. I don't want to hear some 3-year-old screaming because they've not had a dump in an hour or whatever. I don't know what 3-year-olds scream about, but my point is that surely this is part of what you're paying for. It's the business experience. It's not very businessy if they've got 3-year-olds sat there going, nah, nah, nah, spitting out food everywhere. Okay, we're on to the 3rd glass of Prosecco and the 2nd cheesecake. So deduct another £10 for the Prosecco, another £3 was it for the cheesecake? Just had a bit of banter there, bit of business class banter. 2 ladies over at the wine and Prosecco were sampling all the different wines and kind of just like going, oh no, don't have that one. And I was like, okay, I'm on the Prosecco anyway. I finished off 2 of the bottles of Prosecco. Not just me, just to stress, although I probably contributed significantly. So no, we're all having fun in here. We're all having fun. But I'm running out of time. I've got to finish this. I'm running out of space for food, which isn't good because we've got a full meal on the plane. I've got to get eating and drinking. Also just got a glass of water as well. Take away another £1. I've just found out that we've got to go to the gate. The gate number's already been announced. The flight's another hour 5 minutes. I'll polish this off and then we'll head off. Let's get going to the gate. B35. For a moment there I felt I was even in an airport. Just go off into your little universe in those lounges. If I played it more tactically, I maybe could have stayed for another 20 minutes and had another drink, but 3's enough for me, to be honest, and I'm full to the brim with food. Got a bit of a sweat coming on, a bit of a flush. Isn't that like a menopause thing where you get like hot flushes? I've got a menopause or something, I don't know. Anyway, let's head to the gate, B35, try board. I mean, we've got like over 500 quid's worth of value to still try and get from this. It's a 4-hour flight. We're gonna need a 3-course meal. We're gonna need champagne on board, which might be like, I don't know how much is champagne a glass, 20 quid, 15? So we are gonna need some luck, basically, if I'm gonna get anywhere near to this amount of value from this experience. Where the hell are we going here? 15-minute walk, let's get to the gate. It's a disgrace. This may be the longest, most convoluted walk to a gate I've ever seen. Escalators, walkways, staircases, lifts. Oh God, I hate Heathrow. You don't get this up north. Okay, we're here. This is my queue. I'm gonna see if this is open yet or not. Okay, so we're just about to board as I've got here, so kind of perfect timing, to be honest. Let's get on the plane and then see what options we've got. Hopefully they're good. Could do with a champagne, even though I couldn't do with a champagne in some ways because that Prosecco was very bubbly. Still feeling it. For the first time ever, I was asked by a tannoy to talk to a member of staff for some reason. They took my passport and just wanted to scan it. Everything's fine on boarding, but it's just a bit random, isn't it, that they said on the tannoy for Mr. Chapman to speak to a member of staff. Hello. Oh, is this orange? Thank you very much. £3. Got some headphones. You don't get to keep them. 3 hazelnuts. £1. I have absolutely no idea what any of this is because we've not been given a menu, which is a bit weird. We've just been served food. I did ask for the white wine and I have got white wine. I think it might be chicken. I don't know. Chicken, I got cheese. God knows what the other thing is. And then some sort of dessert. I don't know what the dessert is either. So that little bottle of white wine is a Sauvignon Blanc. We're going to say £10. As for the meal, you've got a few different things here. We're going to say all in all, the meal £20. We're quite far away from getting our money's worth, aren't we? It's chicken, it's quite dry. To be fair, the sauce is actually pretty good, just the chicken that's not great. Okay, so it turns out that was just the starter. I thought that was all the courses on the same plate. It's not. So they've just taken it away and they're bringing beef for main. Not quite sure it's going to make any difference with the 500 quid that's left, but you can still try. Okay, and this is the main.
It was beef with what I assume was chickpeas. I don't know, was it baked beans, chickpeas? I couldn't really tell. A little bit of side of mash.
Hopefully it's not spicy beef, but I guess I'll take whatever I can. Knock another 12 quid off. A lovely succulent beef meal. I'll tell you what, that is very nice. The beef just falls apart in the gob. Yes, please.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Knock another £1 off. I'm taking everything I can at this point. That was absolutely delicious. I've absolutely no idea what that is, but I think that looks like a sponge cake, which is right up my street. The toilets smelt amazing. They looked amazing. Plants everywhere. You got your soaps of this world, your smellies. It was honestly beautiful. I mean, how many different soaps do you need in smellies? It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. You got a fake window as well, which is my favourite thing in the world, I've got to say. Part of the issue that I've got is there's no menu, so I can't just order stuff like you can on some of the longer haul business class flights. So it's going to be very tricky to get much more food and drink out of them.
Yaklaşık 40 dakika içerisinde İstanbul'a inmeyi planlıyoruz. We are now descending for Istanbul International Airport.
Well, I've finished my 4-hour Turkish Airlines experience and it was pretty good. I mean, plenty of booze options in the lounge if that's your thing. Food options on the flight were pretty good. Quite a lot of food considering it's only a 4-hour flight, a short haul flight. It was pretty good. But is it value for money? Well, for the business classness, I spent £648 extra and I consumed in food, drink and other perks £139.50, which means the excess money was £508.50. We didn't manage to make a profit. I think we can say that for sure. Yeah, safe to say this probably wasn't value for money, but even putting aside food and drink, the general experience is you're getting a comfier chair, aren't you? A comfier chair for 648 quid and a lounge beforehand. It's just never going to be good value for money, is it really? It's a lot of money to spend on a sort of limited improvement of the experience. And as we always say, never pay full price for a business class ticket. Always pay for an economy ticket and then sign up for the airliner's reward scheme. Wait for them to send you an email after you've booked an economy ticket to upgrade to business, and then you can often pay 30, 40, 50% less than a full price business ticket. Much better value for money. So yeah, didn't make a profit. Basically a colossal waste of money. And now I've got a headache from all the wine. Fantastic.